working on the spacer design. So I have my rectangle essentially built, and I need to put the two radiuses on the end at 1.5 inches. And so I'll probably need to confirm these dimensions before I get too far ahead of myself. So let's go to dimension above. And because my snap is set, I'm just going to come down, and you want to do this similar to what the way the book has laid this out. So snap the points that you need. And it looks pretty good so far. All right, so now what I need to do is put these radiuses on the caps and these circles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the arc and go to center, start, end. All right, center, start, end. And make sure that these objects settings are done here. The O snap has to be the midpoint, or this will not work. All right, so again, we're going to center, start, end. I click the center. It goes counterclockwise. So I'm going to go down, click it, and then I'm going to just rotate that up to the end. All right, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. Center, and this time I'll go to the top because it's going counterclockwise, and I'll click it. So it has automatically created the 1.5 inch radius for me. So I can delete that. However, I actually want to keep that there because I'm going to put a circle in. Now, it can work without that line. AutoCAD's pretty smart. It'll actually know where the center of that circle is based on that radius. But this time we're going to go to circle, and for the small one, we want to go diameter. All right, so circle, diameter, click the center, and then simply type in the diameter, which is 1.25, and then push enter. All right, and then I'll do the same to the other side and type in the same diameter, 1.25, and now I can get rid of those lines. All right, so it might look like we're done, but we've got a lot more to do here. Okay, so the part is essentially built, but what we need to do now is dimension it properly and put all the center lines and additional materials. All right, so what we'll do here is if you go to the center mark on the modifier, you'll notice that it'll automatically put that in there for you. All right, so that's a great feature to be able to do. And that's the dimension. You just click the circle and it'll automatically put the center mark in there for you. All right, and then typically you don't actually, you need to have a gap there between that center mark. So if you put the dimension line on it, it'll automatically, it's already defaulted in the settings. There should be a little gap there. So make sure you have a gap. This is showing a little bigger gap, but we're fine, just as long as that is not touching. All right, and so if you click on the dimension there on the side, there's an arrow, and if you're dimensioning a circle, a full circle, it should be a diameter, but if it's not a full circle, you should always dimension it to be a radius. I actually teach that in the 119 class. We don't really do a lot of teaching how to do dimensioning in this class. We just are following the textbook because it's so many menus here. All right, so again, now what I need to do is make a line coming the center, and I'm starting from the center. I move to the left, I click it, and I drag it to the right. So now I've got a line, but it is not a center line. And in AutoCAD, what you need to do to make it a center line is you click it, and then you need to go into the line styles here. So what we'll do is go to our format, and you're going to see line type. And click on line type, and you don't see it here, so you have to load it in. And so we're looking for center line. So scroll down, and the reason why these are different is actually dependent on the size of your drawing. So let's just put 2 in, for example, so you can see. So we're going to put in 2 of the center lines, and then you push OK. Now, On your computer, if it's at home, it may stay there forever, but with these ones that are cloud-based, you typically have to do it every single time. All right, so now we're going to go into our properties, and we're going to say to the line type, we want to do the center. And so you can try either one of them, and you'll see they're just spaced a little bit differently. All right, so we've got that center line there, and make sure you have it properly, and you've completed the second exercise for the spacer design.